Hello everyone, welcome to Physics Motion. This is lesson 1, which will be on vectors and scalars. So we have vectors, right? So I'm pretty sure you all guys should know. Motion is basically how the world moves. Basically how we move, how objects move, forces, etc. If you're doing this, you don't really, all I encourage you to have background knowledge is some basic algebra. That would be basically it. All I need you guys to know if you're going to do this is some basic algebra. Scalars have a magnitude. I'm just going to write some stuff real quick. So essentially, this is what the difference between a vector and a scalar is. Vectors have a magnitude or a value, so 10 meters. And they also have a direction, so we're going 10 meters east. Scalars just have the magnitude, so they only have a value. But essentially, so yeah, that's all it is. But then we get into some more other stuff. What units, like velocity, acceleration, which ones are vectors, which ones are scalars? Well, essentially, vectors have a direction and magnitude, and scalars have a magnitude, right? So all we really got to do is this. Scalars include things like, Jesus, I can't remember. Vectors are stuff like velocity. Basically, things that can go in multiple directions are vectors. Things that can only go in one direction are scalar value, different types of scalars. Just keep in mind, scalars are magnitude, vectors the same, but with a direction as well. Velocity, acceleration, distance / displacement. Displacement's also there. Yeah, for some scalars, we have stuff like temperature. Temperature's a scalar. What doesn't have direction? I'm actually stuck here. Yeah, that's also. Temperature won't have a, like, you're not going to say you're on 30 degrees Celsius east. But for example, distance, you'd say something like, I'm going for a 5 kilometer walk east. It doesn't make sense, 30 degrees east. It doesn't make sense, full bloody stop. What else would be a number? Energy. It's a scalar. That sort of stuff. You know, it's pretty basic. So, for example, I'm going to leave you guys with a few questions for this lesson. It's not that hard to understand that a vector is basically directional scalar. And scalar just has a value. Vectors have a direction as well. Get this bloody thing down. So essentially all I'm going to tell you guys now is do these. Question 1. What is the difference between a vector and scalar? And I think you guys can look back in the video to actually work that one out. It's not that hard. And number 2. Actually, I'm just going to leave you guys with one question. All it is, okay, vectors and scalars. I'm just going to leave you one question. I'm not going to give you much, because the next lesson will be going into velocity and then displacement. So yeah, in the motional physics thing. All a vector has a value or magnitude and a direction. Whether that's north, south, east, west, it has a value. So then if you guys have a scalar, all that's going to be is essentially you guys have just the value or magnitude, no direction. Because you wouldn't say 30 degrees Celsius going east. Thank you. Next lesson will be on velocity.